Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of First Pitch. My name is Braxton with me, and joined with me always is head coach Ryan Brittle and my co-host Brandon Roberts. How are you guys doing today?
Licking our wounds, buddy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We just we got out a team lift. Even Coach got a good lift in today. So
trying to flush it out.
That's right. Apologize. We don't necessarily look our best per se, but let's jump right into it. Before we recap this weekend versus CNU, the ODAC preseason standings came out. I believe it might have been the Tuesday that we did this last week, right after we filmed it. So let's talk a little bit about that. I'll just mention the top six because that leads up to us. And then, so first is Randolph-Macon. Number two, Shenandoah, and those two are separated only by 9 votes right there. Roanoke is third, Virginia Wesleyan fourth, Hampton-Sydney fifth, and we are mid-pack at sixth. So you can go look at it online, 7 through 12, if you'd like to see the rest. But Coach, I know I've done this a couple times. Your preseason rankings really, you don't think much of them.
A whole lot of anything.
Yeah.
And any coach in the conference will tell you that. But it's always an honor to be picked by your peers at the top of the conference to begin the season. Mm-hmm. Many times it's based upon last year's final rankings. But certainly Randolph-Macon and Shenandoah are going to be the teams to beat. They always are in the ODAC, and we look forward to competing against all these guys and seeing where we come out at the end.
Yeah, definitely. That's really, thinking about the preseason rankings, that's kind of where I expected, kind of in a sense, to be, because you look at the schedule here. We've played a lot of these teams before, and it's about where I expected us to be. But obviously, like Coach said, it doesn't mean much. Since we're new to the conference, we're going to have to come out and prove ourselves. So that's all. We'll nothing more with that. Let's go to the recap this weekend versus CNU. Best thing probably is to just flesh it out, but it is definitely good to talk about it a little bit. So Saturday, we lost to CNU on opening day, 16-1. There's no easy way to put it. We got outplayed really in every category that day. Just a couple statistics from that day. Nathaniel Anthony went 2 for 3. He had some good at-bats at the plate. Tim led off. We were leading in that game 1-0 at one point. Tim hit his first at-bat of the season, hit a big home run. And Colby went 3.2 innings pitched, gave up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and struck out 6 coaches. What do you want to talk about for that first game?
Well, you highlighted the kind of high points for us. Let's give credit where credit's due. Christopher Newport's a very good team, very good coaching staff. I'm sure they'll have a great season. We didn't play particularly well. To be honest with you, I thought that we would play on Saturday like we played on Sunday. That's how I thought we would open the season. Not that we would play great, but we played pretty darn poorly on defense. When you give a team 4, 5, 6 outs in an inning, you give a team like CNU that many outs in an inning, they're going to capitalize on it and they're going to pound you, and that's exactly what happened to us. I thought that Colby threw the ball decent. We know he's going to get better. Will Davis came out his debut for the Ferrum Panthers, and the box score doesn't quite tell the story for him. He came in relief with a runner on base in the 4th inning and struck the guy out to get us out of the inning without giving up any more runs. And then the 5th inning was kind of a disaster for us defensively, even though we didn't get credited for any errors, I don't think, in that inning. We certainly had a double play ball we should have turned, would have got us out of the inning without giving up. Well, I think we would have given up 1 run in the inning if we turned the double play. Mm-hmm. But I thought Will did a good job, and he competed, and just was unfortunate to not be helped by the defense, which was what happened the rest of the way. I thought the defense kind of let us down, and we felt like we were kind of sped up and hadn't got ourselves settled in. So flushed it out, came back on Saturday. We ended up losing Saturday's game 10-4. I thought we competed better. Joey Pride gave us a good start. We competed better for 6 innings, and then things kind of fell apart for us in the 7th. But I keep telling people this, even though we had such a poor weekend. I fully believe in this team, in the players, that we can make the plays that we didn't make, and we can make pitches that we didn't make. And I look forward to the progression and seeing where we fall at the end of the season.
That's right.
Coach Brittle, you mentioned about the 7th inning. We had a little bit of a breakdown. Joey pitched a good 4 innings. Then Drew came in and pitched another good 2 and 1/3 innings. In that 7th inning, what do you think? What was the thought process going out there when you sent Drew back out on the mound, and then you had Mitch in the bullpen ready to go? You could have gone either way with them. What was the thought process? Why'd you send Drew back out there? And
to hindsight's 20/20, B-Rob, but if I had it all to do over again, I would have probably sent Mitch out. It would have given us a better. We were at the bottom of their order, 4 or 5 righties in a row, I think. Mitch could have gone out on a fresh inning with 4 or 5 righties to face and gotten a few outs. And then if we needed to, if we did get in trouble, we could have come with Noah against the top of their order against the lefties. But we have a ton of faith in Callahan. He's going to be one of our guys this year, and so we sent him back out for his 3rd inning of work, and just wasn't quite as sharp. He walked a guy, gave up a hit. I think we walked a guy, gave up a hit, and walked a guy, and then Mitch came in and wasn't sharp and walked a few guys and kind of snowballed on us from there, and we couldn't quite get out of the inning. But that's why the head coach gets paid the big bucks to take the criticism of making changes and what you do. You just try to put people in the best position possible to succeed, and we just weren't quite able to do that this time. So we'll do better next time.
I'd like to mention something on Sunday morning. I'd like to think about our mindset. So picture this: we're in the hotel. We come down for breakfast on Sunday morning, and we have all the breakfast laid out and whatnot. And Coach talks to us about exactly how Saturday went and getting prepared for Sunday. And I do believe our mindset totally changed from that Saturday game to Sunday. Like Coach said, on Sunday we were tied. It was 1-1 in the 7th against number 13 team in the nation after we just got beat pretty bad. So the game on Saturday was too fast for us. Like Coach said, everything in our mind was I don't guess maybe too big in our mind at that moment. But on that Sunday, you could see everyone took it pitch by pitch. We slowed things down. We had Kyle's mindset, had some good hits. I think he went 2 for 4 on Sunday, and everyone's mindset was definitely different. And, to see that already this early in the season is big for this team. That 10-4 score doesn't show how close that game was Sunday. And I believe that meeting that we had even, after the first game on Sunday was huge for our mindset as a team. And even though we didn't win that game, I think that went a long way. And not to mention, I was just looking up some stats. The whole ODAC this weekend, they went 5-11 as a whole this weekend. And Washington and Lee, they had 3 of those wins versus Averett. So really, what I'm trying to say is it's no big deal. We played a great team at their place, and we're going to learn from it. We're going to get better. And we've been here before, Like it's not like we haven't been here. We've been
Unfortunately,
we're here.
Yeah. Every season we start off, except for my first season. Here we have started slow, and we've changed things in the preseason and done things differently. We just hopefully we can get our games in this weekend. I look forward to having SUNY Oneonta come into town and seeing how we perform against them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this week, Coach. What's the schedule for this week?
So we have some changes for those out there who are going to watch. Tomorrow's JV doubleheader against Paul D. Camp has been canceled. Our JV doubleheader for Wednesday against Combine Academy has been pushed back to Thursday at 1 o'clock. So we're going to play a doubleheader at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. It's supposed to be 57, 58 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day. And we have 3 games this weekend. Saturday we have SUNY Oneonta coming into town. We play at noon. We'll play a 9-inning game and a 7-inning game on Saturday. And then we will play a single 9-inning game on Sunday at noon. And we need to get these games in. It's important to play, and hopefully we can get them in. There's potential weather coming in on the weekend, so keep your eye on the forecast and keep your eye on the website. Our crack shot SID, Gary Holden, will certainly post if the game changes this weekend, so keep your eye on that, and hopefully we can get them in and get these guys back on the field and get that nasty taste out of our mouths.
Sorry, definitely.
So, Coach, let's move away from the game aspect of baseball and let's look into our program a little bit. We lost Coach Faust last year. Everybody was a little upset about that. But, we gained Coach Austin. he brings a smile and a positive attitude to our team every single day. Even on Saturday night after we lost our game, he still managed to have a smile on his face and talk to us about the game and give us different aspects and points of view. How nice is it to have someone like that to add to our program, that can implement things in the weight room. He has the baseball knowledge, and not only that, but can just put a smile on players' faces as well when they're down.
Coach Austin is it's been a welcome addition. Certainly we wish that Coach Fouts could be here and still continue to be an assistant coach for us, but he's moved on and doing great, and his family's doing good, so we're happy for him. But Coach Austin's been good for us. He's kind of a breath of fresh air, a young guy who's energetic and excited about baseball and practice and Ferrum baseball. His wife, his better half, is the head field hockey coach here at Ferrum. He lives right down the road here, kind of right beside me. But he's very knowledgeable. He loves putting together the weightlifting stuff, I think. At least it seems like it. And he loves to do it.
Yeah.
He likes to get in there and work out and try to test his old athletic abilities.
Seems to be motivating you to work out a little bit.
You know what? It might seem that way, but I've been lifting for the last week and a half or 2 weeks, and my motivation comes from my kids. I found myself getting down on the floor. I got an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 9-month-old now. And so getting down on the floor playing with them, and I found myself taking both hands and putting it on my knee in order to get myself off the floor. And so my legs are getting weak. And I don't want to be, I'm going to be an old man with young kids, and I don't want to be 55, 60 years old with kids and not be able to move around and play with them and throw and all that good stuff. I want to be able to throw Rylan batting practice when he's 17, 18 years old. So I got to get myself in a little bit of shape. But Coach Austin has done a great job with our outfielders, as you know. He does a good job trying to prepare hitters. He does a good job doing on the recruiting trail, keeping track of recruits, doing the mass emails and running guys down. He even went to see a kid pitch on Saturday morning before we had our first game.
He did.
And so he's been a great asset to us, and look forward to his development as a coach. He's the head JV baseball coach here, so he'll get to manage his own games, which he's never done before. So that'll go a long way in developing him as an assistant coach, and we look forward to many years with him here.
Definitely.
So guys, I have nothing but great things to say about Coach Austin and where he's helping this program out in every aspect. So that's all I got. You have anything else, guys?
Just want to reiterate and make sure you keep an eye on the weather this week for game times, and we look forward to seeing you at the ballpark.
That's all right.
Can't wait.
Well, that's all I got from Braxton Wheeler, head coach Ryan Brittle, and Brandon Roberts. Come out and watch us this weekend, and we will see you next week. Thank you.